Hey! Hi there, it's me, it's Dave, or the Jaded Rabbit. How's it going, my friends? God bless you. Thank you for taking time out of your day to join me for what I think is very important, monumental news for the casual player, because it seems like Crypt Events. There's big changes going on with Crypt Events, which is kind of scary. Alright, so, just a little bit of history. If you don't follow Ed Boon on his Twitter, then you probably would have missed out on several Crypt events. A lot of the Crypt events that have gone by, they have actually only been Twitter exclusives as communicated by Ed Boon's Twitter. Or maybe even perhaps the official Mortal Kombat Twitter, but I think best bet following Ed Boon, that would have guaranteed that you didn't miss out on classic Jack's Arms, classic Noob Saibot, classic Kung Lao, the story mode skin, Edenian Blue for Katana, all of these things. These things were exclusive as Twitter Crypt events. So always the meaning of what a Crypt event brings to the game has always been kind of skewed for me, because I don't really use Twitter. I don't understand Twitter, but you know, I do use it sometimes, so I do try to get in contact with the developers, Mr. Derek Kurtzik. I do love you, Derek. Yes, te amo mucho, Derek. Yes, je t'aime beaucoup. Because, he's one of the developers that actually leaves likes on the things that I do in the game, which is super cool. It's super cool getting the developer to notice you. So I really do love that Mr. Derek totally enjoyed Toothy BJ's, this build that I made for Melina. Yes, he's liked some of my builds, and then he's nerfed some of my builds, which is very amusing. But really, Twitter seems to be like the place for getting all sorts of news regarding these Crypt events. So, Mr. Derek was asked by another user, will these gears in the repeat seasons eventually make their way into the Crypt event? Nope. Just nope. So what does that mean? So lately there hasn't been a Crypt event. It's been more than a week, and I've been double checking to try and see when is the new Crypt event happening. In fact, you know, I'll probably double check during this video because I can multitask. But yes, really, it seems like Season 17, which was last season, Season of Blood, and Season 18, every season going forward, the gear pieces from these Crypt events will not be, from the combat leagues, will not be in a Crypt event. So, okay, so let's take this for example here. Here we've got, oh boy, we've got the Season 18 tiered rewards. So what Derek is saying is that all of these gear pieces from this current Season 18, do not expect them to show up in a Crypt event, or at least anytime soon. This is what it seems like. So really, it seems like the developers are now moving away from the whole entire Crypt event mechanic in favor of trying to get people to play Combat League, which is odd. They introduced 128 new towers in Towers of Time so that people could get Combat League skins really easily. So it seems counterproductive to the trend of increasing avenues of obtaining loot. They're limiting it now. So now these gear pieces that you see here, like Johnny Cage, Hero of the Valley, Jaguarundi, slash hooks for Kotal Khan, these are going to be a lot more rare moving forward if there are no Crypt events to really try and distribute these rewards. So really, if you see things here for a character you like in Season 18, I think what the developers want from us is to play more Combat League. Really, taking a look here at the comment This thing was made December 2020. So this was sort of circulating in the Twitterverse for like a month, more than a month, a little bit more than a month. I was not aware of this, and nor do I really check Twitter that often. So thank you so much, Mina, for letting me know about this, because otherwise I would have had no idea. And it kind of makes me feel like they are trying to extend this philosophy of no more crypt events to the current like the most recent seasons as well. So what you see here is season 14 tiered rewards. Now this is season of the Chitin Hive. We have not received any of these rewards yet in a crypt event bundle. Crypt event 60 pretty much ended with season 13 tiered rewards. So we got God stuff there, but that was pretty much it. I mean, there's really no more crypt events happening, which would bring to us season 14, season 15, season 16. Now, these seasons of Kombat League, they were perhaps the most progressive, the most well-designed and thought out in terms of loot, so it makes me fearful if they're not releasing any of these tiered rewards from season 14, because I do remember season 14, that was a beautiful tendril for ʔċʍɨ̈ṛyы. As well, there was a lot of glowy stuff for Frost and Gearus. It was a unique gear piece for Frost that season. As well, Kitana's Jade's Jagged Edges. Well, it wasn't that pretty, but Jade's Jagged Edges, it was named after Jade, so I have to love it. But I would have really loved to see Christmas and Easter and Death Belt for the Tightening appear in a crypt event. Christmas and Easter, my favorite holidays. Not to mention, this was a unique gear piece for Aaron Black. So as you can see here on the handle of his pistol, he has like an eagle head, and this was a god tier reward from season 14, which has not been distributed yet. So I don't know if they're extending this philosophy of, will the gears make it into a crypt event? Nope, because we haven't seen a crypt event for more than a week. It's been like a week and a half. I don't know if I'm ringing the alarm bells too soon, but season 14, season 15, season 16, these were a real departure in terms of loot. Like, the skins were amazing, the gear pieces, there were a lot of new gear pieces, especially in season 16 rewards. There was a lot of new gear pieces as well as beautiful reskins. So I'm really so perplexed. Season 16 would really love to see this. This is a god tier reward from season 16. The assault weapon power glove for Sonya. This thing was a completely unique design brought in for season 16. However, given that he was making these comments just like at the end of season 16, I don't know. Are they going to be having this come in a crypt event? I really hope so. So, like, if this is reaching the ear of Mr. Derek, I love you, Derek. But please, season 14, season 15, season 16, these were not distributed, and they had some really lovely top tier rewards, and it feels really bad now that I didn't go to god tier to get these things. Damn it, I really want it. Please, more crypt events. Please. Because these leather motorcycle, like, ribbed, like, glove look, it's just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. As well, most of her gloves for Sonya have some like silly electronic attachment. This thing is just like pure leather, poofy parts on the knuckles. It's really beautiful, and it also kind of just makes the connotation that the power rings, the energy rings, are coming out of her fists. Like she has magical superpowers where she shoots like pink rings. That's lovely. I want it. It's so hard. I can't believe they're doing this. So really, I think the takeaway point here is that you should be using Twitter. Please do use Twitter. Please do follow me on the Twitter. I try to keep you informed on Twitter as well. I do have this like lovely repartee with Derek. I do love you, Derek. He does like my stuff. Yay, the developer likes my stuff. But Derek, please, more Crypt events. We need them. We didn't get everything from season 13, so there are some brutalities that are still we're still missing. This is how I keep track of stuff, guys. If I'm too lazy to write it down, I'm gonna take it into paint and just draw things on it. But we are missing a Scorpion gutted brutality and a Kano another bloody day brutality. This thing is coming from season 13, so really would love to see this. And as I mentioned, the season 14 tiered rewards, we haven't even gotten any of them yet. So I really hope that there are more Crypt events in the future. Not to mention, if they do stop the Crypt event process, they really should be considering making those earlier seasons from season 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, because they took months to try and distribute those early, like, first 6 Combat Leagues, seasons of Combat League gear pieces. So they should repeat that in this bundle fashion so that newer players aren't missing out. I'm really hoping that if they are doing away with the Crypt events for Combat League, at least for the repeat seasons, it means that the original 16 seasons will be repeated, as well as special Crypt events. Where are those special Crypt events? People have been crying for classic Jack's arms for so long, but it's just not in the future, not in the cards. So I'm hoping that this video can sort of make some sort of influence on the developers. Go tweet Mr. Ed Boon, ask him for the special Crypt events. Ask people on Reddit to, share this away, because we really need to be bringing to the attention that Combat League, the motivation is not there. So sorry. The motivation is not there with these gear pieces, especially in this current form where you can't preview the gear pieces. You can't even see what you're working towards, which is so terrible, because I know corrupted Jinsei plasma. This thing is beautiful, but there's no way to actually see it before getting it, which would be nice. But I guess it's all in the trend of make people come for the skins, get the skins in Towers of Time. But then if you want the gear pieces, if you really want to put in the dedication, you can play Combat League. I'm not too sure if that's how they should do it. Just make more Combat League skins. would love a Combat League skin for Fujin. So yes, I am just double checking here. We don't have a new Crypt event yet. I'm checking it every hour because I'm so worried. But really, to have that preview option would be a lot better, so that we can make that decision. The player can decide how much time they want to commit to a Combat League season to try and chase after a specific reward. Now, given the fact that there are just no more Crypt events. But really, I'm hoping that you found this, information helpful. or useful, the main takeaway here, you gotta be playing Kombat League. This is what it's boiling down to. You want everything in the game, you want those gear pieces for your character, you gotta play Kombat League. Which makes me so sad, because there was a Devora ovipositor at Elder God last season, and I didn't get it. Okay, so yes, if you're here at this part of the video, a like, a comment, a subscribe would be greatly appreciated. Please do consider joining the membership, the members only club. I'm even part of it, apparently. Yes. Because really, this is how you get all of the secret strategies, secret videos, plus I write you into a daily song. So there's gonna be a song coming up later today in the live stream later. But really think about Twitter and Twitch. This is where all the secret information too is going on with the developers. Honestly, if you're not following the developers on Twitter, I don't think you're using Twitter right for Mortal Kombat. This is what you gotta do, because you'll miss out on the info. But if you want just like all of the info in one place, always come back to me, because I'm trying to help you every time with Mortal Kombat 11. So yes, really, please, like, stay safe, stay healthy, stay happy. Bye, my friends. Take care. Peace. Love you guys.